Welcome to my puff flower series. This is part 4 or 5 videos I created which will teach you how to crochet simple puff flowers, how to turn them into 2 different motifs, squares or rounds, and then how to connect them together 2 different ways, crocheted together or crochet as you go. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button below so you can follow along with me. I'll be releasing a video every week. Members of my channel have instant access to the entire series, so if you don't want to wait, click the membership button below and consider subscribing. To all my members, thank you for all your support. So let's get started. These are the materials you will need. These are the abbreviations I used. The written pattern is in the description. And this is not your usual join as you go technique. This method uses completed flowers that you can crochet together. So you can just crochet more as you like. You change your mind, you want to make a different shape, you can just connect them like this. You don't have to crochet them as you go. I'm using the simple puff flowers we've made on part 1. The pattern is in the description of this video along with the links to the video tutorial. I'm also using a different colored yarn to join them so you can see the joining points, but you should use the same color as your puff flower. Next we need to decide how we're gonna arrange these flowers, what kind of shape you want to achieve. I arrange mine in rows of 4. You can do yours in a circle, a square, whatever you like, a blanket shape. Once you decided to arrange them, put them with the wrong side up, so not with the pretty side down. We're going to work on the backs of them. Arrange them in a way where 2 petals face the next door flower's petal. So you can see here 2 petals face 2 petals, 2 petals face 2 petals, and so on. Once you arrange them, now we're gonna crochet them together in strips, and this is a continuous join. You won't have ends at all. You're gonna start one side and do 1 strip, go around, do the next strip, go around, do the next strip, and this is how we are joining them. Let's start by making a slip knot, and then I'll show you the first few. So slip knot, and we're gonna join the first 2 petals. We're gonna start right here at the bottom. We are going to join this first row of puff flowers right here at the bottom. This will also create a kind of a border onto which you can crochet your edging if you like. We start from the corner right here, and we're just going to go in a zigzag and just crochet this kind of border slash joining next around it. So insert your hook through the bubble stitch. Remember, we had a chain, bubble stitch, chain, so there's just 1 stitch at the top, and that is the bubble stitch right here. We're gonna work the first row with the right side facing us. Insert your hook through that bubble stitch, and then pull through your slip knot and chain, and this is the joining. Now we're gonna start into the same stitch there, make a single crochet, and then chain 3. Then insert your hook into the next bubble stitch and make a single crochet, and now we put it down and see where do we need to connect. It was like this. So we started right here in the corner. Now there's nothing to connect yet. We just need to make transition from this petal to this petal. So again, chain 3, and then into the next bubble stitch, the next petal, make a single crochet, and we are there. Now we are going to connect this petal to this petal right here like this. There are always 2 petals facing each other, so let's do that. From the bubble stitch where we finish, we insert the hook through and through the next petal of the other flower and make a single crochet, and we join them, and then chain 3 and into the next bubble stitch. Now put it back and see what is next. We just need to bring the yarn from here to the next petal. So from this petal to this petal by chaining 3, and then insert the hook into the next bubble stitch and single crochet. So now we brought the yarn to the next flower, and we have to connect them like this petal to this petal right here. So let's do that. Insert the hook into the same stitch, and then through the next flower and make a single crochet. We join them, they look joined, and then chain 3 and into the next bubble stitch, make a single crochet, and now we have 3 joined flowers. Put them back and see, make sure they match 2 petals each, and see where you are. We need to bring the yarn from this petal to this and then join it to the next one. So chain 3 into the next bubble stitch, make a single crochet, and next we join the 2 petals. So into the same bubble stitch, insert the hook, then through the next flower, let's find that bubble stitch and make a single crochet. They're joined, chain 3 into the next bubble stitch and next petal. So let's put it back and see where are we now. So back the way they were, and you can see now we are done with the first row. Now we need to join the next row of flowers, so we need to bring the yarn back right here. So that means to this petal we have to crochet here and then into this point. So to do that, we do chain 3 and into the next bubble stitch, then chain 3 and the next petal, and we are now ready to join row 1 to row 2. Now it's going to be a bit awkward. You have to work around your piece because we are now working from here backwards. When you crochet, it's a bit awkward, so you kind of have to rotate your entire project, or you go around it. It's one or another. Because I'm filming, I'm just gonna rotate my work like this, and now we're gonna start from this end. Let me see right here, this end, and connect these 2 petals, and then so on. Let me arrange them now again. Make sure 2 petals always face each other. So now we have these 2 petals right here. We are now working on the wrong side, and we put them back to back like this, so the good sides together, and we're gonna start joining them like this. So first insert your hook through the petal of this flower and pull the yarn to this side. This is how we're gonna work, and then 1 chain to join them, and then chain 3, and we are going to connect these 2 flowers like this. So through this petal, the bubble stitch on this petal, through the other petal, and make a single crochet. Now you can put it back down and see, okay, where am I crocheting next? And it's through this one right here, these 2 petals to these 2 petals. So again, put them together, insert your hook through this petal right here, and through the same petal where you finished right here, and make a single crochet, then chain 3 and connect the next 2 petals like so, and another one has been joined. Put it back. It's a bit fiddly. Once you get the hang of it, it's quite easy. Now if you look here, you know you have to connect these two petals to next flowers to petals. So put them together, these two petals with these two petals. Even though you crocheted already in this petal, now this petal will be connected to this. So insert the hook into the same stitch, the same bubble stitch, and into the next flower, and make a single crochet, then chain 3, and through the bubble stitch and this bubble stitch and single crochet. And again, another flower has been connected. Now the next one, it's here, and what we have to do, we have to connect these two petals here, and then these two petals here. So we're gonna do 1 and 2. Let's do that. So these two petals together, so into the bubble stitch of the new flower and into the same stitch where we finished, single crochet, chain 3, next petals, find the bubble stitch, single crochet through both. I just finished it off camera and I just followed the same line all around. This is how it looks like, and of course you can see the green because it's a different color, but if it was the same color it would not be that visible. You can't really see the stitches. Maybe if you pull them, it creates quite a nice fabric. It's still flexible. It will do nice as a baby blanket or in any accessory. This is really nice fabric to work with. You'll have this at the back, like I said, but not visible if it's in the same color. So yeah, this is how you join simple puff flowers together. If you have any questions about this tutorial, put them in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to answer you. In the next video, I'll show you how to crochet these puff flowers as you go, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my tutorials in this series. Happy crocheting!